Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope everybody day is blessed, thankful, and grateful. But again, you know I got something to say if it don't make sense. But I have a message. I have a message, whether if it be heard or not. My goal is to release the message and go on about my day. And my message is to simply taught. Don't know her, caught her live here and there, and listen to her for a bit and move on with my day. However, I caught this live where she has become a little bit more interested in the findings of some situations occurring with infamous Sylvia and some other constituents over in the R. Kelly community, as what they call it. Okay? The RC. Let's call it that. That sounds cool though, because that's my dad's name, so that's all good. But anywho, baby, trying to get into the middle of all of this, I would suggest don't do it. Just don't do it. There's no honor among thieves, and there's also no truth amongst them either. This crap over here became an internet within the internet, the network working the network, period. That's pretty much what happened over in this R. Kelly sector. I can also, in my humble opinion, say that it became a jealousy quarrel over here. What do I mean by that? That means that one wanted more than the other, whether if it was about a story, how they were living, how they were dressed, who they know, where they've been. Everybody wanted a piece of that pie. R. Kelly is one of the biggest celebrities that we all know in the black populated hemisphere. We know that. So having that honor to protest, advocate for him, everybody wanted it. Everybody wanted it. Some more than less, less more than some. The ones that you are watching, in my opinion, was the Moore group. There was lots of benefits behind standing for R. Kelly in a fictitious way or a fake way. There are benefits behind it. There's a lot of people that took advantage of that situation. I'm not the one to be in the middle of any shit. And when I say what I said what I said, then I get the fuck off of here. Period. I don't come back unless I really want to, not need to. When I want to. But I'm listening to you, trying to depict, decipher, and also digest so that you can have an answer to the root of what your purpose allegedly is out here to gain. Understandably, that is against infamous Sylvia. Or, let me tread lightly with that one. That is to have the information that is needed because of the columbra of constituents that is over in that community that I don't think I want to say despise, but using you guys' vision has determined that there may have been some type of corruption within the soul of infamous Sylvia. However, this is going to be a quick live, hi beer. After you listen to so much of the testimonies, in my opinion, you will honestly hear where it became more so or less personal entanglements. But then there's that question, why? Why the personal entanglements? And that takes me back to what I just stated maybe a minute and 30 seconds ago, that being up under the umbrella of R. Kelly came with notorious benefits. Yeah. People were able to make additional income. People were able to do this and to do that. All you had to do was say, R. Kelly. Man, there were fights all over the paperwork, fights about this and fights about that, fights about who gave protests, fights about what you ate today, what you wore today, how your hair looked, how your pants look. It was fights going on big time over here on a personal vendetta level because everybody wants to fight for R. Kelly. Then all of the people became what you would call having a personal contact, to R. Kelly. Would be something very close to R. Kelly. So you got a globe of enviness, jealousy, and hatred going on over here. These people just became despisable to each other. That's it. That's all with them. And I understand kind of learning some background of a person that you want to have something on helps to deliver a specific message when the time comes to deliver to that person that is your target. I've watched the community not so much in partnership, but so much as what we call out here jump on the bandwagon. The bandwagon comes when it only takes one person to see something wrong in the other person, then that energy bounces off to the other person. And these are the people that feels that they don't do anything wrong. So let's go after the person, the suspect, who has gained a little bit of the most out here. Speaking of views, financial income, the clout, things of such, etc. Let's go after that person. That's understandable about the whole algorithm equating to how people react in under the entity of YouTube. Hi, Roberta. Hi. Hi, Lester. Y'all hit the like button. I see 4 y'all trolling up in here. And so hit the like button if you're going to stick around, listen to my story, because I'm only going to be a minute. So, the more you invite the RC people over, the more your head is going to spin, because all you're going to hear is the blame game. They did this, she did that, we did over, I said what? You're supposed this, I doxed this, they pulled that, and that's basically the whole entire fight that kind of went down. Did a lot of that stuff happen? Simply Todd? Of course it did. Now, I think to have check and balance, and that would be excluding me, because I'm like a ghost in the night. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need to come out and say this and say that on the basis or the premises of what I saw or what I heard. But there is 100 more people out here. They would have that in the court of law, right? Look, checks and balance, where you have testimonies from different witnesses to determine where the lie lays and where the truth fits. I'm just saying. But I listened to some of it, and I'm listening to the message that was sent to you, or the one that you attempt to read. What do I gather out of that? Especially when it kind of doesn't flow as it should, right? First of all, like you admitted respectfully, you don't know the people, you don't know the circumstances about if and buts, but it became interesting to you. The thread or the message that you were reading is longer than Route 66. Is you can't just get a middle message and determine some stuff. You kind of got to go back to where the seed was planted. And that's going to take a very, 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 very long time. And by the time you make it to the point, to the message that you're reading, that right there is enough to have your brain in about 10 spasms right there. And the only thing that you're going to get out of that is OMG. These people just doesn't like each other anymore. So these people did what you would normally see done from a whole bunch of other Black American communities out here. They're going to dig and dive. They're going to push and shove. It became so dirty that it went below the belt. It's a tad bit different from a boxing match. See, the ref would call a technical foul, but there's nobody out here to do that with these constituents that did all of this back and forth. So they were able to keep going, but the more that they kept going, the dirtier it had gotten, to where, since there was no ref, it now involved the police. Lots of them start calling them, which was crazy to me, simply Todd, right? Because I was like, if you're doing dirt and you hit back with dirt, it's too late for the police. Handle it on y'all own, because obviously you didn't need them when you were hitting back and forth with the dirt. A lot of people in the RC community would definitely say that there's a little bit of corruption that had some involvement with dealing with the higher courts people on entangling R. Kelly's situation, and etc. Pulling paperwork or come on lives and may read it a different way and may send this type of paperwork in to make these people, those people, the blue people and the black, those people, them big people, right? Look at R. Kelly's situation a little bit more deeper. And the more they kept going on, R. Kelly would come back, have a supersede on him, and another supersede, and this was there, and this was that. You even had people that clearly showed you on their lives that there was some type of closeness to some of the other constituents who was involved in RK indictment. You saw a whole bunch of shit that just didn't make sense. Just didn't make sense. And I'm hoping that this message makes a little sense to you. But my focal point of this message is don't do it. Don't do it. Because what it will do is open back up that door, like it just did, as to if you have one person up on that panel and the other person who they were into it with is going to have a comeback with pleading who in the hell was right and who was wrong. And where I'm from, two wrongs never make a right. It's just like the battery you put in your car. You can't have two positives. You can't have two negatives. It's unbalanced. That's why we have the total of opposite. But with these people, it just reopened the door. I heard you mention something about someone saying in a group that they were going to unalive somebody. We're 5, 6 years in listening to the unalive. I'm going to F you up. I'm going to pull up. I'm going to send this in. We done heard that for 5 years. Maybe 6. They started saying unaliving people so long ago. I just want to point that out, that you can't take that serious. Or I don't think that it should have that much emphasis on it. As you made it seem like, oh my God, they're going to unalive somebody. No shade, respectfully. But baby, nah. And I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why. Especially when you mention Dana J. Dana J has also at some point of time may not have directly said unalive, but he's also made notations about effing somebody up, pulling up, doing this, hooking up your mama. I got a job, boo. You want to see it? I got a job. I have a job. See that? Now show me yours. Show me yours, Matt. I have a job. Now, since you brought it up, and I don't want to delete you because I'm letting the trolls sit in here. I'm letting you sit in here because normally I don't let them. But since nobody's being disrespectful except for you typing in there for me to get a job, baby, I am 27 years right here in this fucking building. And that ain't all that I do. No, 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 no. You don't want to talk about and tell me to get a goddamn job. And because you got the right person, and it may sound like I'm nice, because I am nice. But baby, I turns the fuck up. I have no filter when I choose to not have it. See, I happen to be one of those people that can turn it on and off with the energy. See, so if you meet me with a particular energy, I'm going to meet you back with that same particular energy. But if you come the fuck at me on this YouTube bullshit, I have no problem lighting your ass up. And let me tell you why. Because I know you can't fucking touch me and I can't touch you. So we can lip box it, tight box it, and all that stuff. Don't get the game twisted. And you know what else is crazy though? I'm old than a motherfucker, but I will come and chop you down on this fucking YouTube. Isn't that crazy? Now, I'm going to retort back to who I was just a second ago. You have a good day. I'm not going to block you, man. But before you say get a job, ask me if I have one. Because, baby, I do. I'm a fucking soldier in the army. I walks and I makes mines. You understand that? You understand that? That's why I talk it like I walk it. Yes. So, but simply taught, they've been going back and forth for a very, 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 very long time. And they have been doing unto others as others doing unto them. That's what they do. This is what they do. And as far as the infamous Sylvia situation, and I understand that the community over there is at her throat and her head, her kneecaps and her toes and her back. And trying to find the truth of whatever that is inside of this ball of infamous Sylvia. And it's become a storyline and stuff like that. I laugh at the shit, basically. So I basically laugh at it. And give a F if you don't give me what in the Mr. Beast? Who you talking to, Mr. Beast? Who you mad at now? Who you mad at, Mr. Beast? Who did it? Who did it, Mr. Beast? Who did? Tell me who did it. Who did it to you? Who did it? That's all I want to know. Who did that shit to you, Mr. Beast? Who did that shit? Point them out. Point them out. Point them out. Point them out. Who did that shit to you? I gotta get ready to go though. YouTube is hilarious. It's hilarious, boys. The fact that, everybody come on here. And I know a lot of trolls because y'all all group together and bounce around in the other chats. He say he yapping out well, then go get him. Get him. And I don't condone violence. Get him. It is what it is, right? Sometimes, like I say, you got to meet that same energy for a person to understand. A lot of people prefer you to, chill on the cuss words, but there's a whole lot of people that don't understand layman terms unless you throw in one of those bite words. Then they understand what you're saying. You could be as humble as you want to be. You trying to get your point across. You're nice. I'm using the verbs, right? Adjectives. Okay. And then all of a sudden, okay, what? Nope. Now we finna use the other language. So I'm bilingual. Okay? I'm bilingual. So good morning, everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button in the chat. I got about 4 minutes and I got to go. But I'm just saying, and humbly and respectfully to Simply Tot, again, girl, don't do it. Because, baby, you going to have each and every last one trying to come out and say what they piece is and who done did what, and not going to ever get to the bottom of anything. Was people doxxed and all? Yes, they were. Did they all? Everybody house went up, girl. Everybody, cat, dog, mice, roaches, rats, everything went up because they fought dirty. Everybody fought dirty. Everybody fought dirty. But the reason, or the question I think to ask behind it was why? Why What made them consume this energy to be dirty against each other, coming allegedly from under the umbrella to advocate and protest for R. Kelly? That's the question. What did they want to eat off of to get to this level? What made these people want to go to somebody's home and come through the front door? What made these people want to pull up people's parents and call them and say they got AIDS what made them? Because had it not been and R. Kelly out here, none of them wouldn't have known, none of them, to even get to that level. So what did it? What did it? Is it jealousy? Somebody didn't follow somebody's order. Everybody wanted control. Somebody wanted to eat a little bit more than what the other person had, meaning that if you watch a Cash App and a person got 800 and I only got 100, that can start some beef. What was it? What made these people become so close as they did? Going over to, the other people's house to develop new paper and send this in and sit that down. And what made these people want to leave their personal grounds to develop a trust level in the sense of the way that they did without knowing through time? Because it takes time to build trust. Not what a nigga done told you because it sound good. Not because you telling me that you can, because you can. So they all basically simply did some type of trick basket loop on each other. Telling each other they can get in, they can do this. I know Uncle Joe, Uncle Bo. I've been on a tour. I don't even know if you even got those messages, and I have no filter, simply Todd. But shit, Dana J confessed and all that shit. It was found out later that, hell, he was there passing out some of the badges and the wristbands for some people at a concert. I don't know that to be true. But see, there's a whole lot, once you open the door, can be resurfaced, and it's all going to sound like gibber jazz. Like just crazy to you. It really does. It sounds crazy to you. Like they became important. And R. Kelly did. Do you know over the years you know, and you're trying to listen, you're trying to hear the information about R. Kelly or this or that, but everything did a 360 and you started learning more shit about all the other people than you did about R. Kelly. You understand what I'm saying? It was like, what WTF? That's exactly what had become of this shit. WTF. A lot of people didn't come on here to want to know how much your rent was or what school you went to or what I almost cussed, kind of car you was driving, but that's what they made it about. A lot of people didn't come on here to see and watch, if you were going to a cookout. But opportunities happen. The door open, open sesame under the umbrella of RK. Barbecues and t-shirts and hats and everything was done under the sun. Opportunities happen. R. Kelly was a great opportunity for a lot of people out here. Now it's these AI people. It's you name it. But somehow these people wanted to be the most. And I'm going to tell you this, though, Simply Todd, and I don't even know people personal, man. I don't know these people either. Hootity tootity. Look into the fact of the type of people that's arguing. These footnotes that you have. None of them, absolutely none of them, in my humble opinion, and I say this simply, Todd, because I don't give a fuck You could beat that out. What none of these people say. Had a goddamn foot to stand on to fight for R. Kelly. What do I mean by that? Exactly how the world foresees us. Freaking minorities. Broke than a motherfucker. You understand? Broke ass people. Go look at it. Go pull all of them. Pull them out. No jobs. The only benefit was a EBT. After that, because of RK traveling, he's got to be over here at this court, over here at this court. Everybody needed some type of goddamn crutch to make a move. The one over there didn't even have a goddamn car to even put a tag on it at first. That's a whole different situation. It is. He didn't even have a car. He had a homegirl or the people that they linked up with through Facebook. Yeah, all of it falls on her though, cause in the world, you've got to be a dumbass motherfucker to lease a goddamn car out to somebody you just freaking met without entire proper paperwork signed. You gotta be crazy. You gotta be crazy. It's crazy shit to do. Hi, good morning. But that's also showed, a desperado. See, some payments needed to be made and somebody didn't have the income to keep that car from being repossessed. Fell on an associated with the RK. Maybe that's why that trust was there for that. Oh, well, he knows, R. Kelly, his story sounds feasible. He needed a car. We need help with the payments, My husband ain't making much money. I ain't making much money. So we can use him and we get this car paid off. Then it led to the falling out of their relationship. See, the name that you really emphasized in that paperwork, in that message that you was reading, and all eyes out here on deck, his hands ain't clean either. Not at all. His hands ain't clean. Nope. And just because a person can tell a story well, or morning, Lisa.
Hi, Jackie.
And make it sound really, 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 really good, right? Doesn't mean that they're the winner either. The car situation with the tag, that's a whole different thing. And I noticed, when you open it up, your message, you introduced it as, these people, blah, 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 up under the R. Kelly, blah, blah, blah. But that's a whole total separate constitute a bullshit. Not even up under R. Kelly. It just so happened to be the people that advocated or did the protests or yelled free R. Kelly. But that's their own shit. That's their own shit. And you know what else, Simply Ty? And pull the court thing. Pull their last court thing where the judge told both of them to leave each other alone. Just stay away from each other. And God beholds and honest. And when I click back on here, now I don't know. Maybe I'm not, Hell, I saw Dana J, the first one, replaying that shit, making a big ass joke out of it. I'm sitting back here though waiting for them. I understand that there was a continuation from Sylvia's public defender. I thought she had a real attorney. I thought it was like, wait a minute, and I could be right, I don't know. I sat there and watched it, she need maybe it was a different attorney, I don't even know. I was like, oh, she got a public defender. Oh, okay, I understand that y'all over there, the hee ha ha should be funny. I be laughing at y'all ass too, right? In the background. Something about some damn fire, some money, and the one girl paid something and then they wanted y'all to match. Blah, blah, blah. What happened over there is a disaster.
Where?
On the AI.
Probably why we need you 4 hours.
Yeah, I told him when I wake up. So I'm up now. 4 hours, my ass. So it was a lot, simply Tot. But all I'm saying is the more you try to dig and dive off up into this entangled ass web of BS, it's a lot of people that did the doozy out here, baby. A lot of them. And you're only going to get fed what they presume is their truth. I don't even believe when Dana and infamous Sylvia takes final to that court over there and all of this bouffalet come out, I predict the same shit is going to happen as it did in the last or previous court case. Get the fuck up out of here with this bullshit. However, I understand that Dana J may be coming with a great weaponizer. Who knows? I understand Dennis Biden could or could not be his prime witness. I'm waiting to see that shit. Baby, I'm going to be back here laughing my ass off. And we're talking about the waste of taxpayers' dollars. Oh, this is definitely a waste of that taxpayers' dollar, right? Because they were hitting each other with the bam bam stick. Boom, 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 back and forth, boom. But it's when you on a particular, and I'm treading lightly with this word, bandwagon. This is who you, not you per se, who in generalizing it, you choose to get the more detrimental dirt on. And all I'm saying is, after you get done possibly interviewing or reading a bunch of shit that people probably would want you to know from here and there and up underneath, the concrete, talking about the comments area, right? Because everybody's going to have something to say. They all, in my humble, respectful opinion, because at the end of the day, I really don't give a fuck what none of them say. All of them was some bullshitters. Straight up bullshitters. All of them have a little problem where the elevator just don't go all the way to the top. All of them feel like if I can boast out a yelling proposition or show you how angry I am, that my truth is right. Oh, we know that to not be true, because you can yell all the hell you want and still be the biggest liar around YouTube or Instagram or Twitter, wherever it wants to be. It's just a point that they need to make. And it's a point that they want to be heard, basically. But I truly do hope that you kind of stay away from allowing your brain to go into internal freaking spasms, because you will get them. Because you're going to be like, okay, well, he said this and oh, wow, he did that. Then you're going to be running around trying to see if there's a video to prove on this and the paperwork to prove on that. And it's like, is it really freaking worth it? They were all, in some genuine way, fucked up. And they all have a goal in mind. Everybody has a goal. Everybody has an agenda. But what is it? Well, from me dissecting it and kind of looking from the outside and looking in and being quiet and just having my little antics and shit to say about this shit is they all want to eat, simply Todd. They all want to stand for something and fall for nothing. They all want to be that one that represented R. Kelly. When in fact, if you look into the reality of the situation of R. Kelly, he only really has one prominent goddamn representation out here, along with a team under Jennifer Bonjean Law Group. But everybody wants to take that job and add what they think should happen and how this happened, like Dana J. They wrong. These people didn't, and oh, and I saw, and I did this, but you tell me how valid, what validity will that nigga have shouting this shit on YouTube, and R. Kelly just got denied from a case. You tell me what validity is. What good was it on YouTube? Is it that what he don't have the knowledge or the funds or the capability of becoming a particular criminal defense attorney to go save the superstar of R&B, but he can do it on YouTube? Put my finger up to my brain right now, simply talk, because I'm saying to myself, that's fucking crazy. You got all the fucking answers. You got all the paperwork. You know what Jane and Stephanie and Faith and all them done did. You were there. But yet then don't have enough power to free R. Kelly. So those words in the juice that he spills means absolutely fucking nothing. Those are the words, the juice and the power that I would want to hear coming from his goddamn attorney, because that's the one that's going to be up there spitting that shit out to her opposing fucking team that is going to or have to need to make a freaking decision on that freaking type of argument. So being able to do it all on a screen and lip and yell does absolutely what? Oh, it satisfies momentarily that ego. It satisfies momentarily that agenda to eat. It may also satisfy and appease a lot of the following that he has or other people has, because this is not particular and pertaining per se directly to him. No. But the main goal out here is to eat. And they're going to do, people going to do and say whatever it takes, however, for that little button at the bottom or that the 25th or the 26th of every month to ching ching. Did you see how enlightening Sylvia just glowed when she finally was reaching $4,000 paycheck, 5,000? See, some of her worries kind of went away just a tad bit. She was able now to make the mortgage or make this and pay that and move there, change her attire, buy new hair, a whole bunch of shit. It's usually how the world works economically. You find something to eat off of and change a little bit of what you're going through. And all the rest of it, you basically say just fuck it until all of that is gone. And then you come back with the same shit because you got to eat again. I'm just saying. There's a bigger picture that I chose to look at. And I have the right to do so, outside of me giving one goddamn fuck about what anybody says. Go look at all the type of people that actually had their voice and their demeanor coming in to fight up under the R. Kelly umbrella. 2 plus 2 is 4, baby. All day through the door. So, but enjoy your show. Have a blast with it. 5 years behind it. And I promise you, by the time you catch back up, if you go backwards to where you are now, oh, you're going to have some spasms. Love y'all. Have a good day.